Welcome back, guys. It's me, the Green Coated Olive, and today we're going to be going over my character concept for Ochaco Uraraka in My Hero All's Justice. So, starting off, all of her basics and quick moves are going to be the same from the last game. So, let me just show you them all right now. So, as you might have seen, I did not show off Tilt Quick 2, because yes, I did indeed just lie at the beginning. I have a new Tilt Quick 2, because the last one is kind of boring. It is just an unblockable float activation, but her Tilt Basic is a float activation, so why don't they just make it so you could hold down the basic tilt to make it unblockable, or just, you don't really need to anti-gravity activation moves. So I just changed this to be a new, cooler move. And here's the idea. She uses her grappling hooks she gets to attach to debris, and that's what you get with using the quick 2 button. It like summons up debris, and she attaches to them all in the air, and then she can whip them around and hit the opponent a bunch of times right in front of her. So this could definitely be useful, especially because take into account her full moveset. Now, instead of just there being two, there's three whole different moves that get better depending on how many debris she has. And so, it's definitely a more fine resource that could make her character a lot more complicated. And that's why I think it could definitely be cool. And so, next thing, Ochaco Rising mode. So, some basics and tilt basics you just saw, they could change to be more like gunhead martial arts and just make it more martial arty, but that's kinda boring, so let me just change the whole thing. Quick one, staying in the style of the other quick one she already has, she twirls around in a circle fashion and has a circle of like gravity bubbles around her, kind of like a mix of Nejire, she can do a twisting, and Aoyama's troll sparkle thing from One's Justice 2. But then at the end, it shoots them out with a low gravity effect, so it's even easier to combo. And then Tilt Quick 1, Bubble Trap. So this is kind of like Mina's ground acid combined with Nejire's swirl shoots that she can like charge up and do that. I don't really know what they're called. Ochaco shoots out two lines of gravity bubbles that float in the air, and that if they hit the opponent, it throws the opponent up into the air. Yes, I've copied two things from Nejire, which is very bad for me, because I hate that character so much in One Justice 2. She's amazing in the anime, but why can a 1-star level GPU or CPU AI use her full 50% of your health per combo on one star? Lowest difficulty you can possibly do, and it can do the full combo. That makes absolutely no sense. If she has anywhere close to the same moveset in All Justice, I better not be able to go and try to practice a character and then have a 50% of my health per taken away by one combo that an AI can do. Anyways, past that, let's go on to a quirk 2. Um, it's kind of like the debris float from her basic moves, but instead it's twice clones, because obviously her quirk awakening is during her fight against Toga, who's using twice his power. And so it would just be kind of funnier, and obviously since twice has a bigger hitbox, it's still a better move. It would just be funny. And obviously we need a move to use these twices. So tilt quirk 2. He she just throws the twice clones at you, and they do goofy twice poses as they fly past you or fly to hit you. Like it can do the twice slide, the twice stance thingy he does where he has. It doesn't matter. You guys kind of know what I mean. Um. Anyways, on to the next thing. New ult 2. So basically, it's just the big scene where she floats up all the twice clones, but she will also float up your 3 characters, because you can now use all 3 characters in All's Justice. A cool mechanic for some ults would be to show all 3 of them taking the damage simultaneously, or each of them taking different damage, but it still affects the main health bar. Because I'm assuming there's just going to be one health bar at all 3 characters, because there's always only been one health bar, and it'd be kind of weird to change that for the last issue of the game. It doesn't matter. But let me just go into what I was saying. So she floats up your 3 characters and a bunch of twice clones, obviously with a new awakening, and then some of the clones zoom past you and hit your characters a bunch of times. Then they'll get clumped up in the air, so they smash your characters together to do even more damage, and then they all fall to the ground and take the last massive damage that usually happens at the end of a cutscene. Ult. So that is my quick synopsis of how I think Ochaco Uraraka could work in My Hero's Justice. Hopefully you thought that was cool, and we'll be here for this whole week I'm going to be trying to do of All's Justice content, because in 6 days on Thursday, there's going to be, 5 days now, on Thursday, there's going to be a trailer or just something for All's Justice 2 at Gamescom. And I thought I had 18 days and it was going to happen at PAX West at the end of August, but no, it's all happening now, and I had no time to prepare, so now I'm just trying to get all the videos I think for the characters that will be out at Gamescom, and I might not be able to get them all, but obviously we could just release some after that, and it'll be all good, and then we can talk about Gamescom stuff when it happens. Anyways, see you for the next one. That should maybe be Darby or Toga or whoever I just get done next. See you next time.